Hi everyone, I am Ankush and in today's tutorial we are going to create a Slack send message block. Open up the app, click on start coding, click on create block. You can choose from any of the options. For this tutorial we are going to use npm. Let's search for Slack web API. You can convert any npm module into a block by following the process. Okay, we can see the readme and it looks like I'll need this code to create the block. Tap on it. Let's name the project Slack message and let's name the block send message on Slack, and the description can be sends a message on Slack. Okay, press next. Let's select the default configuration for this one. Now initializing and setting up our environment. That's done. Let's put this aside for now. Open up index.js main file. Okay, first of all, I would like to fix the indentation here. Now that's out of the question. Let's also take the module import statement outside of the function. In most cases, you should not change the function signature. Okay. Now let's open up the readme again and see what do we need to do next. Now this code talks about to send a message, I need to call this code. So click on it to copy the code. Let's close this window now. And I'm going to paste this code over here. We don't need this async function inside, so let's just remove that. Okay, we also are not going to need this conversation ID over here, so let's remove that. Now we can see the function takes the post message function takes two parameters, text and channel. Let's make them inputs for this particular block. Double click on conversation ID. Click on add as input. Let's add it to line number 10. Also, I do not want to send hello world as a static message, so I'm just going to say it message. Again, double click, add as input. This time let's add it to 11 number line. So we got our input sorted. So this block now takes conversation ID and the message as input. It also needs a Slack token. So Decoder supports famous authentications, OAuth, which supports OAuth 2. Let's look for the one that we need for Slack. Go to this file system and click on Decoder block editor. Here index.js is our main file and main is the function name which will be executed when this block is going to be called. You can change it if you change the function name or file name. Click on add authentication. Let's look for Slack. Here we can see if we want to use this, we'll have to use auth.slack.access token to access the token of the Slack. Click on connect and connect your Slack account. I've already authenticated, so I'll use the existing one. It's now connected. Go back to your code and as said, let's make it auth.slack.access token. Now all of the inputs are sorted. Now we can see these blue pills for inputs. Let's click on that and provide the description for this input. This is the conversation ID or channel name. Select text and let's make it required because you cannot send a message without having the channel or conversation ID. Now there's one more field that we need to provide description for. This is the message to be sent. Let's select the type as text and make it require also. We are done. In case your block has some output, you can return that output from the function with the return statement, and you can then in decoder block creator you can declare that output. We don't need this for this example. Let's try running it. Press the run button. Provide the conversation ID or channel name. I'm going to use test, which is the channel that I've created on my Slack. Let's say hello. It's auto installing the module, and that's complete, and it has sent the message. You got the notification from Slack. If you're running it first time, you might need to invite decoder bot in your channel or conversation. So that's how you create a block on decoder. Now, if you want to go one step ahead and optimize it, we can use this decoder run to create a single build file of all the dependencies along with our code, and then we can turn off autocomplete after this, so that would make our block much more efficient in running and it would execute really fast. It's compiling into a single file. That's done. It's created a file in dist. Let's stop it. Let's go back to decoder block and change over here the file location and say it dist/index.js. Now that we have done the optimization, we can turn off the auto installation. So that would save us a lot of time while running the flow or blocks. Now test it out again. Let's say test. Let's say hello, and the message is sent. It works. Now we can create a release. Let's say I want to say it initial release. So I'm going to create a releasable version for this block. First version is 1.0.0. Created the release. Now I can make it public. Let's say sends a message on Slack using decoder bot and Slack authentication. Let's give the tags. You should also add the icon for your block. I'm going to skip this for this tutorial. Press OK. And that's how you publish a block. And now your block is ready, should be ready for the community. They can all use your block. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.